Today is the D-Day. Today is the D-Day. Today is the D-Day. Oh my God. To every man in this world, to every man in Family Robust, oh, I say happy Father's Day. Oh, yeah. Wow, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. This year's Father's Day is just so rich for me. I'm telling you, I am feeling the joy inside of me. I know that every man too will feel it. Yes, if you are listening to me, you are a man. I celebrate you. You are not a mistake. No, I celebrate you. Don't feel bad because you're a man, because I'm incapable. You are not capable like you want. Forget those ones. Forget every issue of a man now, and let us celebrate you. Men have always been our unsung heroes, but today we change the rhythm. We celebrate every man. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Oh, I'm so glad. You just feel as if we should just be enjoying, relating like this. But there's more to be unleashed now. We have to go into a session. Today is my personal session. Today is my own. It's my turn today. It's my turn today, and my moderator is ready. Hey, if I tell you that she's ready for me, you won't believe it. I will be myself. I'll be my real self, and I will not lie. I will not tell any iota of lie. I will be real, very practical. Yeah, that is me. That is me. Family Robust is a reality. And I'm a family coach. Oh, you didn't know my name? In case you're joining us for the first time, I'm Janet Ajobiewe. Yeah, call me Janet. It sweetens me. Janet Ajobiewe. I'm a family coach. I'm a rescue agent on a global mission. And you know what? Family Robust is a mandate. It's not just a pleasurable thing, but a mandate that we must run with. Every home must experience what is called robust, enjoyment, full pleasure to the core. My moderator is waiting for me. And today again, I've invited a musical performance for the performance today. I pray they come up on time. We just have to celebrate today. Today is not too serious. You shouldn't be too serious. We should be dancing. We should be dancing. Anyway, I don't know what his plans are, but I invited him to come and celebrate the Father's Day with me on this group, Family Robust. Let me bring up my moderator today. My moderator is in the house. This woman is ready for me today. You're welcome, ma. God bless you.
I don't know why the way you're sounding. People will think that I threatened you. They won't know it was the other way around, that you threatened me right before we came on. I will not let out the details, but to everybody listening, she has threatened me. Kinshoramio. All right, hello everyone. It's good to be here again. Thank you so much for joining us on this the final session on this particular webinar celebrating our men, the unsung heroes. It started from day one when we talked about midlife crisis. We had Dr. Arije, who actually elaborated on that, told us the age ranges, and particularly encouraged wives to support their husbands who, at any point, if they see signs or symptoms of a midlife crisis, should pray with them, should support them, and it's really not the time to abandon them. And then we had Dr. Ayo and Dr. Larry yesterday. Yesterday was just an amazing session with the doctors in the house. Their knowledge, they had complementary knowledge such that the duo gave us a bumper package. Trust me when I say that. They talked about depression, they talked about signs and symptoms as well. And Dr. Larry specifically mentioned drawing the line between denial and actually having faith. That can a Christian get into depression? Uh, Typically, it's supposed to be no, given the knowledge that he has, but because sometimes the expectation is not put on God, it's put on themselves. It was wonderful. It was like a serious session. So today is the first session. You see, if you have met Janet Ajobiewe, one of the things that would endear her to you is a smile. There is nothing you will, even without saying a word. Just let me look at her now. She'll start smiling. She's just a happy. Sure, you see now. She's just a very happy person, and she introduced herself earlier and saying that, of course, she is a rescue agent on a global mission. In case you don't know, Janet Ajobiewe is a founder of Family Robust here on Facebook. It started last year, but then we have grown in leaps and in bounds. And if you check our figures now, we're over 1,000, moving towards 2,000. That is the level of impact with which God is granting her. And she's expanding on a daily basis. Do you also know that she's the founder and visionary of Bezali Hands of Love Foundation? Yes, that is a pet project. She has done a whole lot of amazing things. She has visited schools, educated young girls, young women, especially on child sexual abuse. She has a passion for children, and of course, recently, a passion for families. So it's not a wonder that she calls herself a family coach, because today it is going to be love, love, love. So pull your cushion, sit back, relax, call bros or sis to sit by your side, because right after now, she said I should not mention upper room. Oh, I did not mention upper room, but I know that after this our session, by the time she's done with you, there might be a transition. So join me once again. Welcome our family coach, founder, Family Robust Group on Facebook. Welcome, Janet.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm grateful. Thank you.
Okay, so today is your session, and
Yeah.
you specifically picked your own topic because it is one of your strong points, and it is unleashing the superheroes in every man. Or, if I'll give it verbatim, the way you put it, it is how to unleash the superhero in every man. Question is, does every man even know that he has a superhero in him? Do they even have their awareness? Is it possible that there's actually a hero somewhere in that man who does not love his wife, in that man who has neglected his children, in that man who is abusive? Can there be a superhero living in that kind of person? Can you hear me, Janet? Oh,
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, I can.
okay. All right. So, can there be a
So
superhero in that kind of person?
definitely yes. There is a superhero in every man. In every man. Let me tell you the definition I put there as
Are you with me?
yes, a definition of a superhero. A superhero is someone who is in the face of danger, combats adversity through feats
Your
of
audio,
ingenuity. My audio?
your
No,
audio,
I'm fine. It's okay. It's okay.
your audio.
It's okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Can
I
you
can
hear
hear
me?
you. Yes,
I
yes.
can hear you.
It's okay. Super. I can hear you. I'm getting feedbacks. They can hear me. So, like she said, she asked me that is there any superhero in any man? Sincerely, for every man, there is a superhero. There is a superhero. Every man has a dream. Every man has what he wants to be. If you ask every man, do you want to love your wife? He will say yes. Do you want to be a father of your children? He will say yes. When I say father, I'm not saying the other way around that we're thinking of as in all these problematic fathers. No, I'm talking about from the reality of every man. Every man has a dream. No one wants to say, I just want to marry without loving. No. So every man has that superhero in him. It is very inside of every man. The only thing that could make things change is circumstances and situations faced.
Circumstances and situations faced. Okay, I'll
Yes,
take that down for you. That we'll treat soon. Now you have just affirmed that there is a superhero in every man. Now there are
yes,
some women listening now that probably, everybody is celebrating Father's Day and they're wondering what's there to celebrate in this man. You understand what's there to actually acknowledge in whatever it is that he's doing. But for women, how do we bring out that king? How do we bring out the royalty in that man? How do we bring out the angel in that wife beater? How do we bring out, God's own creation out of the monster that he has become?
see, let me tell you with the whole of my heart, the sincerity, and with the knowledge I've gotten working with families, especially families who have crises. The truth is that every man is like a baby, that when a baby is crying, you breastfeed and the baby stops crying. Honestly speaking, there is a baby in every man that is crying. The only thing is how the baby cries and with, okay, what circumstance leads to the cry. Once you see a man, I'm not talking about the ego, not dropping the ego of a man now. No, I'm talking about the care, the love. There is no mother that breastfeeds the child when the child is hungry, even when the child is in pain, and once you put the breast inside the mouth of the baby, the first thing is the child is calm. So with that principle of every man has a baby in him, it's been very easy for me to work with families, especially men who are tagged by their wives as monsters. There is a king in every man, sure, and there is a monster in every man. Whichever one you want to see, you provoke it.
Whichever one we want to see, we provoke it. Nobody ever wants to provoke a monster. Never. That
You
one, I don't. Okay.
see, when I say you provoke it, is you bring it out. Women have this power. Believe me, we have a power. The only reason why women don't use their power is when women themselves are suffering from what we discussed yesterday about depression. When the power of a woman is broken already, or is being broken without the woman knowing. But with every woman that still stands as a woman, we have strength. We have strength, and God will grant us that wisdom so that we can break these things down in reality today.
Okay. Amen. And then you said it's either one that we provoke. Like I said, given statistics and situations around, I think it's easier to provoke the monster in the man. So let's try break that norm today. How do we provoke the king in our men, in our husbands? How do we
Mm.
bring out the king in him?
Number one thing I will say, and that rules all, is love. Love. See, when a man is loved, it's easy than when a man is not loved. When a man is loved, it is easy than when a man is not loved. When you love a man, there is every probability of reciprocating it, except when there are other circumstances that we, honestly speaking, this issue of depression and midlife crisis, I went to study more, and I discovered that these things are fundamental. They are foundational when it comes to crisis in every home. So when you want to bring up the king, you want to arouse the king in every man, celebrate him, love him, shower love on him. I know that there are some men that have some other issues, like I said, that when you say, I have done my best, I am even doing my best, but it's not reciprocating it. It's not even seeing it. But sincerely, love breaks. It breaks, especially there's a kind of love that I like to define. It is the ice that passes through fire and does not melt. This is the kind of love I'm talking about. The agape love. First, the agape love, the love of God, that this person, I would just love him. Once the agape love comes in first, the other ones can come later. But when you love sincerely and truthfully, when so I'm seeing that Dr. Larry Modele is here for the music and all sorts. So thank you, sir, for coming. Okay, so once a man is loved, it's easy to arouse the king in him. Then support. These days, I've discovered that most men are itchy. The society, the responsibilities, the expectation of the society, the expectation of whom they are supposed to become is eating up our men, is eating them up, that unconsciously they are reacting and overreacting. Many men think they should have become something greater than they are. And once they feel unaccomplished inside themselves, they need help, they need support. So whether it's a brother, whether it's a father, whether it's a husband, whether it's even a son, they need help. They need to be supported. Every man has a place of their tears. They have the place where they cry. They might not do it openly, but they need our support. Another one I put here is respect. When I say respect, I'm not talking about the slavery respect. Like my husband will always say it, baby, I respect you. It doesn't mean that I've conquered him as my man, but he says it always. And he said, for example, now after every program, he comes and salutes me. Baby, I respect you. That kind of man must be respected. Now, even if he's not the one doing it for me first, women should also learn to do it for the men. In case the men around them don't do it for them, I believe we should take up the responsibility first and respect. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So you hinged on three major points. You talked about love, you talked about support, and you talked about respect. And I'm going to take you up on all three. Now, you
Thank you.
said would love them. You love, love him, and to provoke the king in him. How do we, what is the general love language? Because I know that, when you talk about, when you break it down, people have love languages, acts of service and words of affirmation, touch, affection and all that. What is the general, in case someone is listening now and is really wondering, how else should I love this man? What's the best way? What's the basic way to love this particular man? Some people will say that the way to a man's heart is through his food, is it through the belly. Now, does it still work? Does our love
Okay,
have to do? Yes, please.
sincerely speaking, in this case, it has to be a personal development. There are many love languages. My own husband's love language can be different from your own. Like my own husband's love language is support. That's why I brought in the point of support.
Okay.
Support. He is a pastor in the ministry. Many people ask me, what do you go to do in the office every day when you are not being paid? When you are not, but sincerely speaking, I know this man. There are some times that I'll just bump into his office. Even if he's very busy, what I will do is I'll sit down among those who want to see him for counseling. And once I enter, I'll tell him I came to do my counseling. Is there anything you want me to do? Is there anything is there anything you want me to do? Is there support? He knows that he has my full backing. When we have
But
been
isn't that because he created an enabling environment for you for that support? Because one thing is, the men empowering their women to support them. Some men will
that's
not.
what I'm saying,
Yes.
that is peculiar to each person. For example, my own husband's love language is support. Not even food, because he doesn't eat like, permit me to say, the men I know. He doesn't eat like he is supposed to eat as a man. Many times I ask him for food, he will tell me just small, just little. So it's not that. Then for respect, he knows that I respect him ordinarily. He knows that I think I have been trained to do that. So I respect, but the demand from him, he didn't tell me with his mouth personally that he wants it. But I studied it, and I know that each time I support this man, I get his attention, I get his love. So for every other woman listening, sincerely, your love language could be different from mine, and it could be the same.
Okay.
When you say love language of this person is food, some people cannot play with their stomach. I've known of a pastor's wife, a female pastor's wife, that she taught me, she's so close to me. She told me that I don't know why one of the mandates she has is she will always be there to give the husband food. So that one, it could be our husband's love language. He must not be hungry. Some is respect, some is affirmation and praise. Do you
Okay.
understand? So all these things, we should just have this responsibility of studying what it could be. I'm saying this thing in a very realistic manner. Just take your time without that odds in you. Study what could be the love language of this. And I always say it: when you love and you don't express it, it is not love.
Okay. That's a
Thank
good
you.
point. When you love not expressed is not love at all. So
Yes.
that's admonishing the women and the men as well, to express the love. Now, also talking about men, Some yesterday or through the course of this webinar, we've talked about midlife crisis and depression, and some of the things that our guest talked about was inability to meet certain expectations, especially from family, society, and all. How then can women, because today we are celebrating the men, so we want to actually give points on how to, unleash the king in our men. How can women make their men secure irrespective of situations and circumstances, irrespective of their inability to meet certain responsibilities? How can
How
women make
can
their men
we?
secure? How can women make their men feel secure irrespective of their inabilities to meet certain expectations?
I'll still go back to support. There is what we call mental support. It is not only in finance. Fine, finance is also part of it. Every woman must work so that you can support your family and relieve your husband of some certain burdens. But the mental support you give a man, we have been in a situation, me and my husband. I don't know why this thing is echoing. Is it affecting anything there?
It's fine here. I can hear you clear.
Okay. So we've been in situations that we didn't have anything to eat. Like I told you, support is his love language. Nothing to eat. Even as a pastor, it's not as if we didn't have faith for provision. I had to go and gather wood, use pressure pot to cook beans. And that day, he met me doing it. When he entered, I knew, wow, why did I allow this man to see what I did? He felt really bad and disappointed in himself. Later, he called me, he said, baby, am I making you to suffer? I looked at him, I said, how can you make me to suffer? We are in this together now. This is a stage. If you could not bring your money, why can't I bring my own money? So it's not an issue. It's not that I was happy with cooking with woods. I wasn't happy, but I had to give him mental support that particular time because I didn't have the financial capacity to help him, to support him that time. So the mental support, he still remembers such. We shouldn't attack our men with their inefficiency. No. If anybody requests for money or anything, help from my husband, and he cannot do it, I'll be the first person to tell him, see, if you can't do it now, you'll do it later. So let's carry on with our life. Mental support. If you can't give support financially, if you can give it, it's very good. Very good. But if you can't even give it yet, the mental support is very, very necessary.
But do you know that there are some men that, due to ego, will not want to receive this support from their women?
It's not all men that have the ego. If we should generalize it, it won't be appropriate. I know that some men have ego. That one is probably an identity issue or upbringing. There are some men that believe that they should be above women in everything. Those ones, their ego needs to be broken. I am loving, I won't lie to you. But at the same time, women should not be subjected under any man. When I say subjected, a woman is the daughter of a man too. What you don't expect your daughter to experience as a father, you don't subject your woman to experience it. So whatever ego a man has that is not capable of doing some things, and a woman wants to support, and he still has the ego of rejecting it, I am of the opinion that the ego needs to be broken. I'm sure you ask me how.
Mm-hmm.
It is for the woman to be a hero herself. The woman should wake up to be, take care of yourself, take care of your children. If he wants to be loved, show him love. If he doesn't want to be loved, show him love. I'm telling you. But the woman should not be broken. That's what I always say. If I tell you love a man, love a man, love a man, and the man is using that as an excuse to enslave the woman should please use wisdom so that the woman will not be depressed. Because
Okay.
disappointment in every man, in every woman, okay, when a woman is disappointed in a man, can lead to depression. Thank you.
All right, fantastic. I actually intentionally used this first half so that we'll be serious. You know, you have told me I should be serious. So I think I have tried for 30 minutes now. You talked about love, how to awaken the superhero in our men. You talked about love, love languages. You said that it's not something that we can generalize, but we should develop it personally, understudy our men, and know what works for each one of us. You talked about support, and you gave your very practical examples that everyone can learn from, and also respect, which is reciprocal. Wonderful, wonderful. And I'm sure that there's some men, you also touched on the men who don't want to receive support because of their ego, and you said those egos should be broken and the woman should wake up. Thank you so much, Janet Ajobiewe. Now let's go. The first half is serious. Let's go a bit romantic now. I know, see, I know you. You know, I know you. I know you very well. You
Please
can
go
come and
ahead. I'm ready.
you can come and form for everybody here. You can't form for me. Okay, so let's go romantic now. Today is Father's Day. Today, our husbands, our fathers should feel on top of the world. Usually, some of them complain like, okay, we have like 1,000 Mother's Day in the year and just one day for them. You know, they're jealous, but they'll get over it. Okay, so today, how do we make them feel like the best? What is the ideal way to celebrate your man?
Let me use my own example.
I trust you.
I've been celebrating my man concerning this Father's Day since the beginning of this week.
Okay.
Every day, I make him know that he's the father of these children and he's my husband. He's even my own father because he takes care of me. And that's why I still allow him to call me baby.
Mhm.
I told him practically, if you don't take care of me, I will not allow you to call me baby. I want to be called Flourish. But because he pampers me with love, honestly speaking, I accept him as a father too. And each day of this week, I made the children to be with him intentionally. When I say intentionally, is the very, very busy time. But this week, I found a way. He would take the children to school. I will not follow him. I will plan with the children. When you are in the car, talk with daddy. Many times this week, my daughter was like, "Hey, daddy, what's wrong with him? Daddy, what? He's getting attention from the children more than before." So that's what I've been doing intentionally this week. So today, in fact, I said coming live here because I had to leave the house to the office now. It's a sacrifice. I'm telling you, we've been enjoying ourselves in the house. Don't ask me the enjoyment, but let me tell you the one I can tell you now. I took him out. Yeah. Right from when we were coming from the church. I took him out to a supermarket. I asked him, Delight, what do you want me to get for you?
Oh, got you. Blank check.
Did this intentionally. When we got home, I asked him two major things. His best food. Two, which one should I prepare for you today? And I know we usually have many people around us. I told him, I said, this food is specifically for you today, not for everybody. If I'm cooking for you today. I make him feel so special. And I will still I'll continue when we get home. I've been having a lot of discussions with him, and when I'm discussing with him, I want to take something from here, even when something is not there. I touch him. When I'm talking, I rub his laps. I touched his head. I did it. Honestly, today.
Okay.
I want him to feel good. I want him to know that this woman appreciates me. That's my target.
Fantastic. You know, you have just set us up in a nice mood. I don't know if it's raining over there, but it's raining right here, and you're setting up real good. Okay, now you have just created a lovely picture for us, a nuclear family where you have the father, mother, and children. But practically today, it's not the situation all over. We have fathers that are not with their kids. It could be because of maybe it just happened, it was just a string at that time, and a child or children came out of it, and separation at the moment, to work out their differences. Can those men still be celebrated?
Okay. Sincerely speaking, part of celebrating such men is what we are doing now. If you're a man listening and you feel you are not fit as a father, we celebrate you. I celebrate you. But I will implore every mother that has a child and the father is still alive. It might not be easy, but please don't cut off the relationship of a father and the children or and his child. Don't cut it. It has a reason. Responsibility might not be there, but that string, let it not be cut for the sake of that child. So for that kind of father, celebrate yourself more. Feel good. Think about the future of the child. What do you want? And if you have never been a responsible father, wake up. Let today be a day of your thinking, deep thinking on how you can be a responsible father.
Mm. All right, that's actually wonderful because on social media, I've seen a couple of posts where the single mothers are celebrating themselves today as fathers because they have been good fathers and mother to those children. But for every man out there, like you said, who feels like he has been cut off, or if who feels he doesn't have a relationship with those kids, we celebrate you greatly, and that is why we have put this together. Wake up,
Yeah.
like Janet said, and just like all the doctors have also said, to wake up, find support, speak to somebody, jump up of that depression. Of course, it will not come like this. It's a process that I believe that we should all work in. So let's go. We deviated a bit to serious gist. Yeah, let's go back to the very romantic just again now celebrating our men. We have talked about what you are going to do and what you have been doing. How then should the men reciprocate this love that we are giving them today? Should they just look away? Should they go do so and do as if they
Look
are not
away,
seeing
Ke.
us? Tell them they are listening. They are listening. Tell them.
Don't look away, please. Don't come. Men, calm down. This ego, you want love. Calm down. Once your woman celebrates you, please reciprocate it. Carry that babe. Give the warm hug. When I say hug, it is not no. No. Hug. Stay there. Pat
Stay
on the
there.
back. I'm telling you, stay there. If it's me, my head will be on my husband's chest. I will
Who's
stay
that?
there until the hug is warm. You know that on warm hugs.
Some are inside microwave. Yes.
Honestly speaking, wait there. Celebrate your woman for celebrating you. You think I
Mm.
don't know what I'm doing? I don't want it to be as if it's because I want something in return, but definitely there is going to be a reward for this thing I'm doing today. Hey, on Women's Day, Mother's Day, my husband pampers me. Definitely it's going to be reciprocated. So
Okay.
men, once your woman celebrates you, I beg you don't form. You love it. Yeah, you love it. I know you love it. See, I have a father, I have an husband, and I have a son, and I have a brother. So I'm talking from experience with men. Men want to be loved. It's just this ego of I am a man that affects me. No,
Some
calm
some of them,
down. Today is
might not
your
just
day.
be that affectionate. Some
Enjoy.
people might say they are not romantic. They are not affectionate. It's not their thing, and so it's one of those things.
Ah,
Yeah.
let me still use an example of my husband. See, my husband was not the romantic type. I won't lie to you. You know, maybe because I don't want to say maybe it's because he's a pastor. When we first married, if my husband will talk to me, he will use the preaching voice. When he's talking, holding the microphone, moving, preaching, teaching the word of God. Yes, and he wants the Holy Spirit to move. This way he was communicating with me. I was like, the light. No, I don't like this. He will still ask me, what did I do? But we communicated, please. and we broke this thing down. I'm telling you, my husband learns about love, and he asked me, how do you want me to do it? So once he asked me like that, I don't waste time to express myself. And over the
Okay.
years, he has changed. Very romantic now. Ha. It's very, very romantic. Yeah. I can't hear you. Let me get a feedback from here. I can't get you. I think it's our network went away. So let me just continue to talk about our men who who don't feel they should reciprocate this thing. Sometimes it's not your fault. You just need to learn. You just need to learn. Sincerely, it might not be your fault that you don't want it, or you don't want your wife to be loved. I wouldn't say it as you don't want it, especially from experience working with families. You need to learn love. Love is not just a gift. It's something that you can learn. Love is something that you can learn. So whether you know how to love now, please love. Whether you want to go and learn how to love, please do. Love is real. I'm telling you, every father should show love to the children. Every father should show love to his wife. For example, you have a child somewhere. Even when the mother is not with you, reach out to such a woman and celebrate that child. Celebrate the woman again for taking care of your son or your daughter. Yeah, she's back.
Yeah,
Welcome back.
thank you so much. So sorry, so sorry about that. Um, okay, thank you so much. You have really given us a whole lot of about yourself. We can see, smell, and feel the love that you radiate. And so, I'm actually working with time today, and it's just a few minutes to, and I'm going to put you on the spotlight. I'm sure you have done a lot of romantic things for daddy today. You have taken him out. You have done some things that you have not told us here. It's not our business. We are not asking. So, but there is one more thing that you're going to do. Sure, you threatened me before, Abby. It's payback time. Okay, no, don't be scared. Okay, this is actually going to be special edition this time, especially for your husband. A special way to appreciate him for the love, and probably a lot of people will be taking a cue from this and be dropping it in the comment section. You know what you're going to do for us?
Okay.
You're going to sing a love song. You're going to sing a
Okay.
love song to your husband. I, I don't know which one you're going to sing.
Follow me.
Ẹ
Only
dúró náà
thing.
olórí ẹ
I want to
akọrin
start
ìgbàlà
dancing.
akọrin ìgbàlà calm down.
Okay. This thing now. When it
Okay,
comes to
now
my
now
husband, I
now
don't.
now Auntie Emma, calm down.
Okay.
So now the rendition, you you know how do I put it now? It's like a request that I'm asking now, but then you tell him something nice first before you just bomb into the words. Tell him something nice, appreciate him, and then give us the song. Let's see how romantic you can get.
Delight, my greatest delight. I call you my greatest delight because you are the greatest delight I've gotten so far. I know you are listening, I know you are watching, you are ever supporting. That is one thing I know about you. I really appreciate your love. You call me your baby, and I accept it because you prove it that I am truly your baby, not baby. I'm not a baby, but my baby. And I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. The love you have for me, I've not seen it in any man loving his wife. I am an epitome of love because you showed me one. I'm not reading lines for you. I'm telling you in practical. You are the one that pushes me to achieve my visions in life. I can't mention everything that you have done for me. I can't. 9 years of knowing you, 9 years of marrying you, 9 years of being together with you is never a regret. I want to be with you forever. In fact, my next world, not my next world yet. When we get to the heavens, I want my mansion to be here and your own mansion to be beside me. I know there's no marriage in heaven, but God will permit us to keep loving ourselves into the other world. Delight, honestly speaking, I love you from the depth of my heart. I'm not joking. This is not infatuations. This is because you have found someone who loves you, and it is because you as a man provokes it. Delight. You love me, and I love you. You love me. I know you love me. I know you, and I promise to support you till the end. I vow that I'm going to support you. I know I will support you, and God will grant me the grace again to support you. I love you. I love you, Delight.
Oh, yes, so we have unleashed the romantic in Pastor Mrs. Pastor Mrs. have cut the ball.
I love this man. I love this man. The
All
reason
right.
why I am doing a family robust is because I'm experiencing it. And that impartation will be there for everyone. I'm doing this thing because I know it's a reality. Family robust is a reality. It's not as if we don't have issues, but we don't call it issues. No,
Fantastic.
no, no, no. We allow it to rest and we move on with our romantic life.
Yes, so
Love
now
is
you are
good.
not going to get serious. So let's go to the choir rendition. Oh, yeah.
Olómi, onítèmi, ọ̀rẹ́ mi, olólùfẹ́, ojú kan dáradára. Lọ́lá Olúwa, kò sóhun tí ó yà wá. Mo róhun tó dùn, mo rẹ́ni kejì mi.
Ó ti ń ṣe yín gìrìgìrì. It is already doing you gìrìgìrì. Gìrìgìrì ló ń ṣe yín. Now butterfly for your belly. It is doing you gìrìgìrì already.
Ẹ má bá wí o, ọ̀rọ̀ ìfẹ́ láyé bí àdánwò ni.
Irú ọkọ tí ẹ fẹ́.
In fact, mo ti bí fún. I already gave him the children he wants.
Oh,
if he wants,
beautiful.
okay, if he wants, how many more? He has not said it.
It should come to Family Robust. It should come and put it. It should come and say it here on Family Robust. It should come and tell us.
But we already have an agreement. You won't use the opportunity to break the agreement we have about children, per birth, and also. So he's not
All
an
right,
opportunist on that.
that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Please,
That's
let's
beautiful.
celebrate the
That's
person,
beautiful.
the singer of the song. Let's celebrate him too.
That's Tosin Martins. Tosin Martins
Yeah,
is the person
celebrate you, Tosin
who
Martin.
sang
Thank you.
that song. Wonderful, wonderful words, wonderful rendition. Very beautiful to everyone, woman out there too. Probably you've not had the opportunity to celebrate your man. This is a global platform. Just drop it in the comment section. Write something nice. You can sing. Don't worry, we're going to approve it on the page. Today is for them. Oh. Today is for them. Rescue Agent Janet Ajobiewe has said, let us love them. Even if they are gakpine, let's love them all the same. Even if they feel like, okay, they are doing Superman, let's love them all the same. So as to provoke the king on the inside of them to come out. Thank you so much, Janet. You have been amazing. There when talking about romance, let's I want to talk about this because usually when you're courting, there's of course there's the boundaries that you set, that you don't go over certain boundaries until marriage. And then funny enough, most times when you now get into the marriage, consciously you are walking back to those boundaries instead of you to become more intimate. You're not supposed to hug, or you're not supposed to get intimate before marriage is. And then in marriage, maybe after 1 year, some after a couple of months, they go back to those normal things that they used to do, and there's no more intimacy. How then can we improve intimacy in marriages?
Please, first of all, celebrate special dates in your life. It brings back memories. Celebrate it. Number two, give surprises to yourself. Dr. Olare Modele is here. He wants to give his rendition to the men. So, sir, doctors, please stay here, please. We are almost through. Celebrate yourselves. Give special gifts. For example, my birthday. If you know what my husband did for me on my birthday, it's not what any woman can forget such. And I have promised him I'm going to beat him next year. We should learn to renew our love. Let's try and renew it, forgetting the hurt. Forgetting the hurt. Sincerely speaking, if you are here, you have any hurt for your spouse, I am ready to help with prayers, with discussions, with encouragement, with counseling, because God has given me this mandate. I've not worked on any marriage that has crisis and has failed. No. We have experienced, I've gotten testimonies. Speak out, don't keep quiet. You need to be guided well. Again, love must be renewed. You can't say the love I have for my husband 9 years ago is what I should have now. And there are so many things that we have passed through that makes us even to get tired and weary of ourselves. No. But sincerely speaking, this man that I just celebrated, I'm not flattering him. I didn't flatter him at all. We do it intentionally. Like this year, by July 28th, we'll clock 9 years in marriage. This year, our wedding anniversary, how do we want to do it? We plan it together. Love must be renewed. If not, you have seen yourselves totally. There's nothing special about your person again. You have seen yourselves. All the secrets, all the weaknesses, all the strengths, you have seen it. But you have to be deliberate to renew the love. Your
I think
mic
this is
is
just the
okay.
right time for Dr. Modele to come in and give us a special rendition. And this is especially to all the men, both live on Family Robust now and those that are going to watch. This is for those who don't know how to celebrate. You have learned about it. You can just invite your husbands, your friends down here. Okay, so that some people will not be wondering, moderator, who are you? Who's not celebrating? Of course, I just wanted our guest, our special guest today, Janet Ajobiewe, to have a field day. But I also celebrate my husband, Pastor Wale Adeyemi. He's a wonderful person. He has been awesome, 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 awesome. It's just that's just the way to summarize it. So I'll let Dr. Modeli do the rendition, and this is also dedicated to him and all the men across board.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you
Thank
for
you.
giving me this opportunity. um, if I was informed quite earlier on, I could have written a song a little more specific for men, but let me just. This song was sung by a man, Lawrence Oyor. I don't
Okay.
know if you know him, by Lawrence
Yes, I
Oyor,
do.
and
Yeah.
let's just say that for every godly, the Bible instructs us that husband love your wife just as Christ loved the church. And the Bible also says that his love is shed abroad in our heart. It is with that love that we were first loved, that we offer our loves to um, our spouses and our future spouses. So before a man can love a woman truly, especially in this age where loss and everything is flying up and down, you have to have a deliberate depth of love for God. So this song says, I'm in love with Jesus, I'm in love. Well, can you hear me?
Yes.
Well, can you hear the guitar?
Yes.
Can you hear the guitar? I'm in love, I'm in love with Jesus, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with Jesus, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with Jesus, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. Jesus,
Mm.
Awalamo, ikunaya Jesus, Awalamo, ikunaya Jesus, Awalamo, ikunaya Jesus. The song says, I'm in love with Jesus, I'm in love. It says, Awalamo means, help me. This love of Jesus is, I'm almost dying under this love of Jesus. Something like that. Something severe like that. I'm in love. I'm in love with Jesus. I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in love with Jesus. I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in love with Jesus. I'm in love. I'm in love with Jesus. I'm in love. I'm in love with Jesus. 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 How I love Ikunaya Jesus. How I love Ikunaya Jesus. I love you forever. I love you forever. I love you forever. Well, I love you forever. I love you forever. I love you forever, Lord. And I love you forever. I love you forever. I love you forever, Lord. Yes, I love you forever. I love you forever. I love you forever, Lord. I wanna more. If I am Jesus, Jesus. I wanna more. If I am Jesus, thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Beautiful.
You're
That's one
welcome.
of the songs I've actually listened from Lawrence Oyo, and he's such a
Okay.
passionate singer. The
Yeah.
way he sings it, you just get lost and carried away. The way he talks about the severity of his love for Jesus is just
Yeah.
breathtaking. Thank
Yeah.
you, thank you,
Yeah.
thank you so much. Thank
Thank
you,
you,
beautiful
Well,
doctor. Thank
rendition.
you. Despite the fact that the notice was really short, this
Mm.
is called honor that you have given. I know you're
thank
at work. I can see your uniform. Thank you so much for
You're
honoring us
welcome.
again.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
so much.
You're
The
welcome.
love you have for Christ will never die.
Amen.
In
Amen.
Jesus' name.
Amen. Amen. We celebrate
Amen.
you. Happy
Thank
Father's
you.
Day. You've
Thank
been
you.
making great impact. Really, yesterday's session, we couldn't stop talking about it. You and Dr. Ayo.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you so
Wow.
much.
You're
Awesome.
welcome.
Thank you. Thank
It's
you
a
for giving
pleasure for
yourself.
that
Yes.
opportunity. Yes.
Yes, please.
All right.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
You see,
If
I'm
I
in love.
Jesus, I will
After Jesus is
know.
my husband.
If
I'm in
I
love.
Jesus.
I'm in love. Hey, hey, hey. In fact, we must play that
Oh.
song this night. As we are in love with Jesus, the love of Jesus will intoxicate us. Yeah.
Mm,
I know
yes.
you want to hear that.
It is well. So we had two beautiful renditions today. We had one from you. You sang Tosin Martin's Olomi, and then we had from Dr. Modele, who sang that from Lawrence. Oh, you're talking about the love of Jesus. Beautiful. What other ways do we have to celebrate? And I wanted to sing, but yeah, this is the song I wanted to sing that you have sing. So there's no other sing to sing the sing. So you have sing on the behalf of all the singers.
Yes, I've celebrated every man. For
Mhm.
pastor to even release you to moderate in these three sessions, in fact, it shows that he truly loves you. The love is in his heart to support you and to make you do what you need to do. So I celebrate you, sir, Pastor Wale Adeyemi. Thank you very much. All the way from
Yes.
Ghana.
Yeah. Ghana, all the way, raining in Ghana. So, it's going to be a beautiful celebration tonight. Very beautiful celebration. Why are you not laughing?
Why are you laughing too? Is it everything we must say with our mouth?
I I
Ah.
read out. I read out. My own is Sha. It's a
We
great
won't say
night in Ghana.
everything. We won't say everything. We will refrain ourselves from saying everything.
Of course.
Everything
Thank
must
you
happen
so much.
today. Today,
Ah,
today. Eh?
Shebi, you just say we are not saying everything.
We won't say everything. I said many things must happen today. It's still our husband's day, still our father's day. Yeah.
Okay, it's just a wonderful session to round it up with. We've had fun, and we've learned today on your session. Thank you so much. We have learned
Thank you,
from
ma.
your life, and I'm sure that as many that are listening that want to sign up for mentorship, for counseling, they can easily do that. they can reach out to you on your social media platforms. You can be found on Facebook, Janet Ajobiewe. Of course, even you can get notified on Family Robust. Also on Instagram, Janet Ajobiewe too. You can be found on Instagram, and I
Yes.
think from that platform, it could get more personal than that. So anyone who is seeking counseling, who wants to learn how can I start singing for my man? Like, look at the way she radiates with love when she talks about her husband. I want to be like that too. So you can be like that. Just hit that up, and the way she's smiling. This is how she's always smiling. She doesn't have choice. She's always smiling like this. So insurance cover you. She's always available. Thank you, Janet, for giving yourself once again.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. So,
Okay, and with that, we are rounding up this session. So I'll hand it over to you.
oh, as the convener, Abby.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you so much, my moderator. You have always been there. I'm learning from you. Many times when I feel you won't be there to moderate, hmm, I have to do extra work to learn to do what you do ordinarily. Thank you for being there. Thank you for coming to moderate. I really appreciate you. I salute the wisdom of God. I salute the wisdom, the knowledge you've gathered. Thank you so much. I'm grateful.
You're
Thank you for
welcome.
always being there.
You're welcome.
Bye. Bye bye. Love you. All right. That's the other side of me that you have seen, the loving part of me. Like I've seen that. I'm very real. I'm a very real person. Honestly speaking, when if not for all this social media mess that you can be taking into where you don't want to be, I can be very real. Yeah. When I counsel people, I am very real. When I teach, I am very real. I call names of things as they are. That is me. But because of this sensitivity of social media, we are being guided that there are some things you don't say here, there are some things you don't act here. But overall, you have seen that love is real. You have seen that family, you have heard it, that family robust is a reality. I made a promise that I wasn't going to tell anything lies. And because God sent me, God gave me this family robust. I will not tell anything lies. I will not tell anything till I come your way again. Till I come your way again, I still remain your loving person. Janet Ajobiewe. I am the rescue agent on a global mission. You need to be rescued. I am there. God has sent me. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. I love you all. We've come to the end of this Father's Day edition. Thank you. Bye-bye. Love you.